Number 8. What is the trap of rumination, and how does one break free? Hey, my name is Wu Watts. Welcome back to another video game commentary. Today I will be providing another one of my perspectives. Lucky for you? I don't know. If you've watched any of my other videos, I usually ask the viewer to take my perspective lightly. I try not to take myself too seriously, although I too feel the apparent heaviness of things sometimes. That being said, the question of today: what is the trap of rumination, and how does one break free? Now imagine, we find ourselves sitting in a movie theater. The lights have been dimmed, the movie projector is rolling, and there may or may not be some big bags of popcorn in our hands. The feature presentation tonight is one we have watched many times before. In fact, this movie theater has become quite well worn, you could say. Not only is this not the first night here, but it may or may not be our 17th night in attendance. It's hard to tell at this point. Perhaps it has been longer, maybe even years. This movie is so familiar that we are proud to know every detail. We know all the script, all the characters, and all the scenes. And what kind of movie are we watching tonight? Is it a romantic comedy? Is it action? A drama? A psychological thriller? A Shakespearean tragedy? Well, it must be all the freaking genres, because everything about it seems so enticing. If this were not the case, then why have we watched it so many times? The funny part about this is that the doors to the movie theater are not barred, obstructed, or locked from the outside. The door is always open to exit, and we sometimes do, but only to use the washroom and restock our popcorn. Never have we left the building since we first arrived. We go back, we grab our seats, and rewatch the same old movie, repeatedly, over and over and over again. So what the F is happening here? Are we in some sort of Hotel California? I'm not sure if this is the true meaning of the lyrics in that song, but from my point of view is the first thing that came to my mind. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. Why is the door always open and yet we are unable to draw our eyes away from the movie screen? Why can't we just let this effing movie go? Our above metaphor is the trap of rumination, the never-ending loop of a movie that plays ceaselessly in our minds. Thoughts, images, and sensations all inspired from a past event or situation, whether it be last week or 10 years ago. For some reason, these events continue to beg for our attention, despite their finality. They happened, and yet we are still living there. The same old story, the same old characters, same old plot. Great stuff, Watts, but how do we break free? Okay, here's my best take on this. I love reusing this quote in my day-to-day life because I resonate with it so much. You could say I ruminate on it quite often. In The Alchemist, Paulo Coelho writes, "When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it." I believe we can apply this idea to the theme of our theater predicament. I've had many conversations with my sister about this quote, and we have both suggested that the idea also entails meeting the universe halfway, giving it something to work with. In the case of the rumination trap, when we hold on to the past too tightly, what is coming our way seems to become postponed indefinitely. Because we try and control the situation in our minds, our desires are never given the chance to manifest and play out. So what I can suggest is that letting go, even a little bit, can give the universe a lot of wiggle room. A way out of the theater can become possible. I do want to be a voice of reassurance, though, rather than the voice of a cliche, if possible. I've been told by many people that I should simply just let go. Let it go, man. It will solve all your problems. Just leave the movie theater, man. It's not that difficult. If only this were the case. Anyone, which is most of us, I think, who has ever ruminated on something knows this. I get so frustrated sometimes when I hear the let it go advice because it can honestly seem to be an impossible task and requires a certain brute force that never seems to work. To suggest an alternative method or viewpoint, I would say that awareness of the rumination trap is the first step in breaking free. If we can at least become somewhat aware that we have watched the same movie 1,000 times and zoom out a little bit, then maybe we will stand a chance. Even just wanting to break free from the trap is a crucial seed to plant in one's mind. Our rumination movie theater is not a forever prison. Remember that small steps are momentous accomplishments here, and patience will be required to break free. As Lao Tzu says, nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. An idea we can keep in mind is that even if we don't leave while the movie is still playing, the projector is bound to break down one day. And then what? I suppose we could hang around the movie theater eating popcorn, but we'll probably want to get out of there at that point. Popcorn-only diets are typically not that healthy from what I understand. That being said, it is only inevitable and natural that we will let go and break free when the time is right and when we are ready. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.